Hi friends, this video is a treat. This poor student needs her driver's license for a job that she's already got, and this is one of the conditions. So she travels 140 miles to one of the toughest cities in California to get an early test date. And in the 11 minutes it's going to take to get through this exam, she has distracted drivers, homeless jaywalkers, bicyclists. The examiner himself has to tell her to watch out for a guy that's crossing the street. I've got the score sheet that goes with this, and I'm going to do a commentary along with this video. If it is you don't want to hear the commentary, click the banner above. It'll take you to just the raw video file, and you can just watch the road examination for yourself. At the end of this, we'll go over the score sheet. You can see how she did and whether or not she passed or failed. You're watching the YouTube channel Road Test Success, and you'll notice it's a little bit different. The comment section itself is an interactive forum. So what we're trying to create here is a community of people who are looking to help each other. So if you want, go ahead and comment your test date down below, or ask any questions you might have, and you're going to see pretty quick that the viewers of this channel are here to help and engage and really just support you as you prepare for this test. So we're about to start what's called the vehicle inspection portion of the test. First you need to check and make sure your vehicle is safe for the road. Then they also want to make sure that you can identify some of the basic controls. Now I want you to listen for the confidence in this student's voice. She is prepared and she's confident in her abilities.
Left turn signal.
The examiner hears this confidence, and in turn it makes the examiner confident in her abilities.
Hand signal. Show me and tell me all three hand signals.
This is left, right, and slow down or stop.
Good. Now if I ask you, where's your emergency parking brake?
It's right here.
Hand brake. Good. Where's your emergency flashers?
Right here.
Good. Windshield wiper.
Right here.
Good. Headlights.
Headlights right here.
Got it. Good job.
Now how did she get so confident? She prepared. A lot of her preparation was in watching these videos.
I need a signature right there.
Now that's not cheating. That's called preparing. Watch these videos, prepare, know what to expect, get good at it.
Okay, gotta go on a drive test. Need you to drive safe, okay? I don't want to be involved in no accidents.
Sounds good.
Also, try not to scare me. No scaring me, okay? Any questions?
No?
Okay, let's roll forward. Let's make a left.
Do you mind if I roll up the windows?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you. If you ever get cold, you can go ahead and just move it, like to make it warmer if you'd like.
Make it warmer.
Make it warmer. If you'd like to turn on or turn off the heat.
Right there.
Sounds good.
So this examiner is doing a real good job of helping the student relax. The truth is, they do want you to pass your test, but you do have to be a good driver. Notice the student stops at that line. I don't think she had to, but you know what? Better safe than sorry.
As soon as you get out to the street, let's make a right turn.
Sounds good.
Remember now, as you approach the sidewalk, you have to stop behind the sidewalk, and you should do a full stop. Here you're starting to see some of the obstacles that she's going to have to deal with. Now, 3 feet of separation between you and any bicyclist. You've got to maintain at least 3 feet.
Need you to make a get into the turning lane. Let's make a left turn.
Alright, signal on. And as you approach intersections, now look at this. She's going to take the middle lane, which is fine. This is a one-way street, and honestly, to go into that closest lane, that would have been too much of a stretch. You would have had to actually turn back a little bit. So good call on her part. Good, confident driver. Now maintain speed.
Make a lane change over to your left. Left lane change.
Alright, signal, shoulder, mirror check, mirror check. Move over when safe. And then cancel signal. Maintain speed. Now you keep a safe distance from vehicles. Essentially, you want enough space that if you needed to go around that vehicle in front of you, you could. That's how you should think of it. Another way is make sure you can see their tires touching the road surface. So we got a good safe distance here. If that vehicle were stalled, the student could easily navigate around that vehicle. Now, read road signs. The examiner is going to give instruction here, and he does a good job. But your job also is to read road signs. That's part of the drive examination. Intersection, scan intersection. Let him see you scanning as you approach this intersection. Left, right, scan. Check your mirror.
Stay in this lane, going straight. Going straight.
Read road signs. You see what I mean by challenging road test? My goodness.
Going straight.
Alright, scanning mirrors, showing that you're aware. Scanning mirrors, let your examiner know you're paying attention.
Making a left turn, gonna make a left turn.
Give yourself space. Gentle stop. Now you should left turn into the closest lane. You can jump a lane and they won't fault you or fail you as long as you're not a hazard to another vehicle.
Going straight.
When you come to an intersection, you scan, even if you're going straight through. Let them know you're aware. Scan left, right, looking. Show them you're a defensive driver. Looking left, right. Left, right, scanning, looking. Check your rear view mirror. Your head's on a swivel. Your head is on a swivel. You're a defensive driver. What's he doing? That away. Good cautious driving. Full stop behind the line.
Traffic light, make a left.
So in just a second, a guy stops
Work, school,
in the middle of the road to ask
independent,
directions of her.
Work, yeah, and I'm moving out of my parents' house.
what? You're moving out?
Yeah,
How
because
come?
this is the first time I actually drive in Stockton. And the job I want is
Bakersfield?
Yeah.
That is awful. Bakersfield's too hot.
yeah. I mean, Clovis and Fresno is really hot too.
Yeah.
So this guy here in that silver
Think
car
it's
asks
me.
directions. Unbelievable.
The vehicle performance.
The what?
Do you want me to drive or?
Keep
Oh
going.
my gosh.
You'll figure it out.
Alright, scanning, looking. This is a left turn, closest lane.
Think about the vehicle department.
Probably. Go ahead and make a lane change.
Shoulder check,
Make a U-turn,
signal,
follow west, huh? Going straight.
stop behind the crosswalk. Scanning before you
So
go.
what are you
There you
gonna
go.
do?
Start
You gonna
moving,
stay
but
with
look,
somebody?
scan left, right.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna live with my brother, but I'm still gonna be paying rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe this student can have a
So,
full-on
like,
conversation
what the job I
and
want is to
still
be a low
demonstrate
voltage
great
electrician.
driving? She
I was
is
gonna-
The
prepared.
electrician?
Uh huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I need my driver's license for that. So.
So you want to learn how to wire houses and things like that, or what?
Well, the low voltage side is more like cameras, computers, telephone systems. That's what I want to be doing. Residential would be like house and stuff like that. But I've been talking to a company for about a year now, and they said they wanted to hire me. The last thing I need, I already passed the interview, the test. The last thing I need is just a driver's license.
All
Now,
right,
to be me,
scanning left, right.
one of the girls used to work for AT&T. She used to put up phones and things. Also, she hated it. She says they didn't even pay. They don't pay you much. You have to do weird things.
PG&E?
For AT&T.
Oh, AT&T.
She says, hey, sometimes you got to crawl up in an attic and they got rats up there and it's hot.
Yeah.
This guy.
They didn't pay that much, and she was like you, low voltage, whatever. You run the wire for the phones. She says she hated it.
Dang. Well,
All right, signal on.
I like it at least.
Stay in your lane. Scan. Watch for pedestrians.
At the traffic light, I need you to make a right turn. Keep an eye on this guy walking. He's walking.
The student had told me she did not even see that guy, and if it wasn't
All over Stockton, huh?
Yep. Go ahead. They do it in Fresno too.
for the examiner, she would have gone right through that crosswalk.
I could have moved to Fresno, but nah.
You were going to?
Well, I used to live in Merced. Usually people
Stop
from
behind the
Merced, they either
crosswalk.
go to Fresno or they come to Sacramento.
Now, before you proceed here, look
It's
left.
a lot cooler over here than it is.
Scan. They're watching for that. You don't just get to go when the light's green. Scan left. Closest lane.
Going straight.
Check your rear view
Fresno's
mirror.
starting to get expensive.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Side mirrors.
Going straight.
I was making sure.
Looking at crosswalks, you're scanning, looking for pedestrians, bicyclists
Fresno
entering the
used to be
roadway.
Okay to live in. Now it's getting too expensive.
If you've watched many of these dash cam road tests, you can tell already that this is a skilled driver. Pending anything crazy that someone else might do,
Came all the way
she's going to pass.
for a drive test. It's a long drive. It's somewhat like a 3-hour drive, huh?
Do you want me to take a left?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour drive.
You must really, really want your license.
Yeah.
Why, didn't they have no appointments in Fresno?
Not till September.
So believe it or not, we're getting ready to pull back into the DMV. From exit to re-entry into this parking lot was about 11 minutes. Pretty quickly this examiner realized, and I think it was from those first interactions, that this was a confident young lady who was prepared for her driving test. And then obviously she showed great talent and great abilities in her driving. So we're going to review the score sheet now, and I believe that this is also going to help you feel a little more relaxed about your own test. Let's take a look at this score sheet for this exam, and you're going to see right away there's not much to this. This whole left side over here, this is the pre-test. This is the vehicle inspection. And of this vehicle inspection over here, you only need to demonstrate these 6 items. The parking brake, arm signals, and of these 6 items, you can actually miss 3 of those. That's vehicle inspection. These other things are just making sure your vehicle is safe. Pre-inspect those. The actual drive tests are these 6 items out here. This is it. This is all they're testing you on, these 6 items here. And then over here on the right-hand side, these are just notes that the instructor is going to talk about at the end. So you can see this student passed the exam, got a nice smiley face on the bottom, only 5 errors. You can have a total of 15 errors in this driving section. So where did she go wrong? Any points deducted for the parking lot? No, none at all. These circles just indicate that she completed it. She did those items. Let's take a look here in the section. She did miss 3 here. You can tell the ones you missed by the slashes through the zeros there. The circles just mean she completed that maneuver. So she did at least 8 different intersections. And it looks as though his biggest grievance with her intersections was that traffic check. So those are that, scanning left, right. As you approach an intersection, let them know, let your examiner know that you're an alert driver. You're showing some head movement. You're showing them as you approach the intersection that you're scanning left, right. No big deal. She lost 3 points there. In the residential and business section, again, this student not showing the traffic checking. This is where you're actually moving your head left, right. Did you notice that there was no backing up section in this test? So she got a free pass on that one. The backing up is how you entered the backup maneuver, how you actually performed the backup maneuver, and how you exited the backup maneuver. Lane change. She did several lane changes, no deductions. Good job. Remember, shoulder check, mirror check, move over, and then cancel your signal. Turns, very good job in the turns. She did lose one. Yeah, there it is. On her very first turn, remember when she took that left-hand turn into that one-way street? There was 3 lanes. She did not turn into the closest lane. She went into the center lane. That's okay. There was no other vehicles. She did not become a hazard. They deducted a point. Whoop-de-doo. So that's it. This student was a confident, prepared student. The examiner knew it from the first interactions that she had with this student. The reason she was confident, frankly, is because she studied videos like this and she practiced. You do the same, you will be confident, you're going to do great on your driving test. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching. Good luck.